Hey guys, we're going to do some alternate nostril breathing. So, basically, if you've got a cold or anything, sometimes it can be a bit uncomfortable. We alternate the breathing through the nostrils using the hand. So, yeah, alternate nostril breathing is great. It's said to help to balance the left and the right side of the brain. Supposedly, I think this is science. We do favour which nostril we breathe through, like at different times of the day. So if you're breathing through one side a bit more, then it will be activating. Obviously, your left nostril activates the right side of your brain. The right nostril activates the left side of your brain. So by doing alternate nostril breathing, it helps to just really balance out both sides. From a more sort of yogic or energetic or spiritual perspective, it's said to balance out the main energy channels that run up the spine. So we've got, they're known as the Ida and Pingala channels. One's a sun channel and the other is a moon channel. So it's like opposite forces, or one's a female, one's a male channel. So it's said to help to balance these opposite forces in our body. So obviously, as well as just the brain, it's said to balance the left and the right side of the body and all the opposites basically within us. And I find it great. I find it really helpful for if I'm feeling confused, and or sometimes if I'm feeling nervous, like if you've got a test or something coming up and you really need to just focus your brain, it's really great just for helping you to think more clearly. So what you need to do is make sure that you've got a straight spine. So having a straight spine will help the energy flow up the two channels. So the two channels start at the base of the spine at the root chakra, and they come all the way up the spine, and they come up sort of through the nose and cross at the third eye, and yeah. So it helps to balance all that. So keeping the spine nice and straight will help the energy flow. Make sure that you feel comfy. So if you need to do it sitting on a chair or something, that's fine, or sitting up against a wall, that's fine. If you can do cross-legged or lotus position, then that's quite good. Lotus is really great because it helps to push you up onto your sit bones, and it really helps to maintain the alignment of your spine. So I'm going to have a go at half lotus, so that's just bringing one foot onto the opposite thigh, and that just helps to push me forwards a little bit. So generally, I'm going to teach it doing it with the right hand, and I'm going to use my right hand, so obviously you're opposite to me, but you could do it with your left hand if you're left hand dominant and you find it easier, but I'll teach it staying with the right hand and what happens. So the right hand is going to be the one closing off the nostrils. My left hand, I'm either going to bring into the Jnana Mudra. So this is where the index finger comes to the thumb, creating a circle. The other three fingers go out and the hand comes onto the knee. Or I quite like at the minute just bringing the hand, the left hand onto sort of the sacral chakra, or also known the energy center known as the lower dantian or the hara, just below the belly button, and having like an open palm. I found that quite it's quite yin, it's quite feminine, and it's open to like receiving energy from the universe. So that's a bit more passive than doing that one. So up to you, if you want to do a different thing with that hand, that's cool. Just bringing it onto the knee, you can do that. So the right hand's going to cover up the nostrils. So the thumb's going to cover up the right nostril. The ring finger, little finger, going to cover up the left nostril. The other two fingers, some people like to bring down onto the third eye, or you can curl them down. So I normally do it like that. So Sometimes at night time, we will start off breathing through the left nostril, just to tune into the yin, the female, the moon energy or the night energy. I might do that now because it is starting to go dark. If you're doing this in the morning or sort of during the daylight hours, you want to be breathing in through the right nostril first. So you're just taking a few deep breaths, stay nice and balanced. You could also have the tongue resting up at the roof of the mouth, so the jaw's nice and relaxed, the tongue's resting up at the roof of the mouth. This also helps to push the energy up through to the third eye. So hand comes across to the centre of the body. So you exhale, and then I'm going to cover it up, because it's night time, I'm covering up the right nostril first with a thumb. So I'm going to inhale through the left. I'm going to cover up the left, and I'm going to breathe out through the right. Breathing back in through the right. I've got a bit of a cold. Cover up the right, breathe out through the left. So that's classed as one round. I've breathed in and out on both sides. So it's breathing back in through the left. Cover up the left, breathe out through the right. Breathe back in through the right. Cover up the right and breathe out through the left. So I've now done 2 rounds. So breathing back in through the left. Cover up the left out through the right. Back in through the right. Cover up the right, back out through the left. So I'm trying to maintain even breath through each time, in and out through both nostrils. Also breathe in as deeply, as comfortably, and sort of relaxed and fully as I can. So again, I'm breathing through the left to start. Cover up the left out through the right. Breathe back in through the right. Cover up the right and breathe out through the left. So slightly more advanced version is you can retain the breath slightly. So if you feel comfy doing that, you can have a go at that. So again, I'm starting on the left because it's night time. If it's daytime, you're starting on the right by covering up the left nostril. So I'm just taking a full out breath, and then I'm going to cover up the right nostril with my thumb. I'm going to inhale through the left. I'm going to cover up both nostrils and retain the breath here. And then I breathe out through the right. I'm going to breathe back in through the right. Retaining the breath, covering up both nostrils. Breathe out through the left. So I'll just explain that, and then I'll do it a few more times because it's quite difficult to do it and talk at the same time. So I'm breathing in through the left, covering up the right, and then I'm closing off both nostrils whilst I retain the breath. So it's really just listening to your body, and if you're just starting out doing it, I did find that quite strong when I first started. So you might just want to hold for like a couple of seconds, but go with it, listen to your body, and really with the breath, it's like such a natural thing that it should just naturally want to come on again. So you've inhaled, you've retained, And the exhale should just like naturally come, so don't force it, basically, is what I'm saying. So yeah, you cover it up both as you retain, and then you open up the right nostril to let it out, and then you inhale back through the right. Also, what you can do, whilst you're covering up one nostril, the other thumb, we say like you're breathing in through this side, and you've got your thumb or your fingers away from the nostril, but you could also just gently keep them on the nostril, and this helps to steady the flow of the breath through the nostril as well. So I find that really good as well. So yeah, I keep my finger just gently against the nostril as I inhale or exhale through it, and then you cover both up to retain, and then you exhale. Again, I'm just gently got the fingers against the nostril. So I'll just do it a couple more times without talking this time. So I'm breathing in through the left first. So you do as many rounds as you feel comfy doing. Obviously, when you're first starting, don't do it for too long because it's quite strong. And to finish, you make sure that you've breathed out, you've completed a round. So at night time, you could be exhaling through the left to complete the round, or in the daytime through the right. And then when you finish that, you can bring your hands away. So, and then I like to continue to do the practice, but without the hands there. So this is classed as slightly more advanced. And I remember when I first started, I was like, there's no way I can do that, but I can. It's amazing. So with practice, yeah, you can have a go at doing that. So again, you could do the Jnana Mudra with both hands this time, or you could do the more receptive pose of then bringing the right hand into the left hand, and the thumbs can touch as well. So that's quite a nice one. And you could carry on just doing it, but without the hands actually there. So this is really good for sort of your awareness, basically. Also, I like to keep bringing my focus to the third eye as well, so either just between the eyebrows or just slightly above the centre of the forehead. Just being aware that the two channels are coming up to that point. And doing it like that, make sure I finish the round. So I've breathed out through the left because it's night time. and then I just sort of bring my breathing back to normal. So I'm just breathing through both nostrils, and I tend to try and bring my focus down now. So from going quite up, like heady, up at the third eye, I like to bring my focus right back down into my body, ground myself. So I'm bringing my focus down to either my belly button or just below the belly button. So below the belly button, you've got the hara or the lower dantian, which is a energy centre that connects to the body and connects to our vital life force. So just focusing here, breathing deep into the belly. Just as you inhale, you're feeling the belly move forwards, away from the spine, and as you exhale, you're allowing the belly to draw back towards the spine. So you kind of stick with the focus here as long as you feel you want to do it for, so just to help you sort of reground again and bring you back down into your physical body. And then it's good to bring the hands into prayer to the heart center as well. Again, you can keep the eyes closed. Once you feel like you're in your physical body, then bring yourself to your heart center. So the third eye, what we just worked with, on the hara and the heart centers are said to be like the three main energy centers of the body. So just tuning into your heart, and when you're here, it's just it's quite nice just to give some gratitude. So at the end of your practice, just like saying thanks for being able to do your yoga, your meditation, or your breathing, and maybe just giving some gratitude and thanks for anything else in your life that you want to this time. Just allowing yourself to feel and just fill your heart with joy. And then like to come forward, so sometimes bring the hands to the forehead as well. Come forwards, just bowing, so bring the head forwards. Just like a yogic bow, and then coming back up when you feel ready, you can just gently open your eyes and hopefully feeling a bit more centered and balanced and focused. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. See you soon.